Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. And hello to all of my lovelies, my beauties, my royalties. Oh, and my bullies. Let's just say I've noticed a lot since the breakup and how the monster of a bully, yeah, a lot of things have changed, which now I know for sure. Now I know for sure. And even though he didn't believe me, like, babies, babies. It's getting good in here. And it at least helps my novels, my writing, my perspective. But okay. See, yeah, take that deep breath, guys. Take that deep breath, all the pettiness, the haters, and that. Because trust me, I've got enough haters. But I'm gonna be doing some videos. Well, and oh my gosh, I'm kind of excited because I've been looking for my own beauty and it's really funny. You know what? Okay, that's gonna be another episode, but I'm gonna be talking about my own personal beauty and how almost each and every ex-boyfriend tried to tell me or mold me like how they wanted me to look. But then when I looked in the mirror, I was disgusted. I was like, really? No. This is what you want to see? I don't want to see this. No. It's like, I don't know. It's just, and you already know the story about Mr. No Heart. And if you don't catch up, almost 800 episodes, babies. Like I talked about it so much. But yeah, I'm experimenting. I'm learning, especially being a grown woman and everything, and I'm going against what my bishop and pastor said. Cause yeah, growing up in the church and all the brainwashing and the crap they told me, I'm yeah, I have one life. I'm gonna live it the way I want to live it. And God, like yeah, God made me the way He did, and I'm gonna like allow me to like my body's a canvas. I want to dress it up and do with it what I want. And if the church boys don't like it, I don't care. Yeah. And yeah, that's kind of, yeah, it's a dating nightmare episode, but check out my Patreon because if you don't believe me, it's like I'm not taking nearly as many screenshots as I used to because that's what got me in this in the first place, but I have so many screenshots. I have so much evidence. Some of them are duplicates, but some of them are duplicates partnered with others because I'm going to be doing collection episodes where with that specific block, that's what like all like if I'm going to do an episode, it's going to be just on the pictures in that one. And sometimes I'm just going to be connecting different links from different or talking about different pictures from different blocks of pictures and stuff like that. But yeah, if you go on and check it out, you'll see. But I have River of Racism, Dating Nightmare, Catfish Scammers Crime, and I'm gonna have so much more. I have politics, and then AI as my helper because sometimes I'm like, what did this fool say? Like, because I'm just like, what's your perspective? And like lately, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make AI at least a character. I'm not just gonna let it just be its basic self or whatever. So it's like since I talked to you guys about petty tea and everything, I talk to my AI about petty tea and things. So, because like at least have girl talk with it, at least build it. Oh my gosh. One time I'm like, oh my gosh, I have tea to spill. It was so cute and funny because it was acting like it was like girl spill. Do you? I was like, what? What? But yeah, okay. And if you don't believe me on the yeah, I think most of the AI ones are free right now or whatever. So if you go to the Patreon and under my account type in Mo, and I think I put AI, but if you just do Mo, you'll see the pictures too, but you'll see the AI conversations that I've had with it. And I'm probably gonna have a part 4 because yeah, I mean he hasn't written me though. I'm gonna see if he just deletes it. I'm hoping he just deletes it. If you don't know, catch up. And yeah. And oh, also look at a lot of the dating nightmare episodes because he already has screenshots in the episodes without the links and everything like that. But yeah, it's like I have a pretty and yeah, one reason I cannot Canva does not have enough room and space for all of the pictures I have. And over the last year and a half, I kept saying and wondering, how am I going to do this? Because I have so many pictures, I have so much evidence. And that's one reason why, like, some of them are duplicates and stuff, because I was like, okay, so, and I would email because, anyways, you probably don't even care. Anyway, so, let's just say, yeah, get out that scorching hot patty tea. If you like it cold, hold the ice, babies. Let's begin. Check out the Patreon. Check out my books. Yeah, I don't really mention because part of me I'm like, if you see them, you see them. If you see my poetry, because yeah, I'm writing and uploading more poetry and things. Since my diagnosis and over the years, I know this is something I'm going to talk about on the Nerd Channel too, because there's so many reasons why my novel is not done. But I did cover how after I got diagnosed, I feel like a new person. I feel like a new character. And so if I feel like a new character, how does my character feel? And what I wrote in the past, is that still going to be her? And so, and that's another reason why I've kind of paused on the other 3 or 4 novel ideas that I'm so excited to write. But part of me, I'm just like, okay, first let me figure out my new self. And if you don't know what I mean, check out my medical nightmare episodes and just all the doctor episodes. Yeah, I've been through I've been through a lot of nightmares, especially when it comes to dating and medical. But okay, let's go. Because since the breakup, I've been diving like I'm like, you know what? Since I'm never gonna date again and I'm never gonna get married, I'm gonna go all ham in these accounts. I'm gonna get all of the research and all because I only live once and my hater of a ex-boyfriend's ex-wife. Oh, I don't know why she was such a hater, despicable, no good monster. But I'm gonna enjoy me. I'm going to enjoy all the projects I work on. I'm going to continue all the projects I work on. I'm going to keep talking and telling my truth and everything. And I'm going to spill every drop of tea, extra sugar, because gossip is extra sweet. You know? You know. But since it's only today, yeah, it's been 2 weeks. And who, I've kind of hinted at this even months ago, because like what during the us dating or whatever, like I would kind of get in it, but it's like part of me I'm just like, yeah, the research is interesting, and I still can't believe how many conservative men keep trying to swipe right on me. It's disgusting. But yeah, part of me I'm just like, they're gonna come and go, and most of them probably want me to come. Yeah, and. But yeah, most of them are quickies. Most of them are the quickie types. Check out my Patreon because that's another search thing. I just started, so I need to go through them and everything because yeah, there's been a lot of guys who it's like, hi, hello, how are you? You want to come over and sleep with me? You want to come over and I can pin you to this or do this to you or do yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very graphic too. And or they tell me how many inches, or especially when I tell them I'm not interested, then they tell me how many inches because they think I'm gonna just jump up and down and be like, oh my gosh, yes, of course. Or they tell me you're this old and you're single, so you don't have like you've got nothing to lose. It's like you don't have a life, so just come over and sleep. Oh, and I'm gonna be uploading one soon that I just saw this morning. Well, because I was just uploading some new ones. Most of them are river racism that I was doing this morning, but I found a really really interesting dating nightmare one where the guy was literally like, when I tell the guy I'm not interested, and then they keep trying, and so then I say, you know what? I gave up on men. I'm just gonna save up, and because yeah, I was thinking I'm just gonna save up money with my businesses or whatever, and go to the doctors and get the procedure where I get to pick a specimen, and then and then I get pregnant that way, and I'll be a single mom, but I don't have to deal with the baby daddy. And I don't have to deal with that garbage and all that crap. So it can be me, myself, and I. Yay. But the guy's response was, oh, you want me to get you pregnant? Do you know how many men have said, like, over the years? Because this is only one example, but I just saw this one was like January of 2024, December 2023, or January of 2024. Actually, I think I don't think I closed it. It was January of 2024. Yeah. So, yeah. Pretty disgusting because I know I've at least had around mm, 40 to 50 men offer to impregnate me. And I don't like, and oh, majority of the times I don't even tell them that I'm going to be saving money to do that procedure. That's just one where I did. Most of the time, it's just like, hey, hello. Oh, you still don't have kids at your age, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're like, you got all this education, but you didn't take the time to find a good man to have kids with. And I'm like, well, there's not that many out there. And I'm just going to live my life. Oh, well, at least let me come over and impregnate you. Like, let me make you a mom. It's like, oh, that'll be my honor in my life. Yeah, men say this garbage. And I'm going to be doing a political nightmares episode or a dating political nightmares because it's really funny how, oh, that Graham guy, what's his name? 1 minute. Okay. So I'm going to be looking because I know I just looked him up this morning because I was trying to get the full list because I'm going to be doing a recording. Graham Plattner. Yeah, Graham Plattner. It's like, he reminds me of a lot of the guys on the dating apps. And it's really sad that we're about to get to the level where the politicians are resembling, or at least he reminds me of the guys on Meet Me and Scout. That's like the bottom of the barrel. And some people might be like, well, you were on there. I joined it during COVID because they have live streaming and I'm an extrovert. I didn't join because of the dating portion. I wanted to talk to people and get to know people and at least like express myself, you know. I thought I could start a book club or talk anime and politics. And yeah, that's when I found out a lot of the men on Scout and Meet Me where they've been in prison. A lot of them. A lot of them. Yeah. A lot. Yeah. You'd be surprised how many of the guys who all of a sudden they send me a picture of their eggplant without my permission, but in the picture you can see their tether too. Yeah. Yeah. So then when I start asking them about the tether, then they tell me that I'm not supposed to look at that. And I'm like, well, I guess you shouldn't have put it in the picture then. So then they start calling me out of my name and saying that I'm stupid and ugly and a waste of time. And no wonder that I'm single because I keep not minding my business and stuff like that. When I'm like, you just showed me something that I didn't ask for, something that I didn't want to see. But then I paid attention and noticed something that is interesting, more interesting than what you showed me. So, but now you're going to blame me. That's your fault. You didn't even ask me because we would have saved so much time. Because if you had asked me, I would have said no, and then I wouldn't have seen that you have a tether on. See, see, it makes sense, right? But yeah, a lot of these men remind me of Grant Plattner. But I'm gonna be recording that episode maybe later tonight and everything. There's so much to about, and whew, a lot to talk about. I have so many that I already need to upload and get on here as well. And I'm trying to do as well a lot on my mind. And because, okay, if you're a conservative, okay, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, find someone compatible. find some, like, okay, some people are going to say politics don't matter and that Democrats and Republicans can get together. But okay, just think about this, think about this, think about this. How come so many conservative women are divorcing their husbands now? Yeah, it's like there's many articles on how many conservative women are leaving their conservative husbands and or breaking up with their conservative boyfriends right now. And how come so many men, especially Gen Z, are single right now. But then at the same time, a lot of them are going to the church, a lot of them are going into misogyny and the red pill, and a lot of the sexist, awful, terrible, disgusting like behaviors. Yeah, but then for some reason, a lot of these conservative men are swiping right on me. I've got evidence for days, babies. And today, I think I had today 4 or 5 conservative men. This morning, before noon, I wake up and my notifications. This person swiped right on you. This person likes you. This person wants to match with you. This person, like, each one conservative. Men, what are you doing? Because especially when, like, I think I'm going to, well, with some of them they're a waste of time, because when I look and see how hardcore conservative and that they're fully mega and everything, I'm just like, I don't have it in me to argue with them yet. I'm still healing. So um if I get too upset with him, I will, like, in a Christianly way though, I will verbally harm him with, just verbally, of course, verbally, but I would put him in his place. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Yeah. So, but especially, and when I say conservative men, I mean the white conservative men. The white conservative men. The colonizing, no good, probably related to some Ku Klux Klan Nazi types. Like, why the crap are you trying to connect with me? You're conservative. You're taking my rights away as a black person, as a woman, and even as a person with a disability. Do you know there are 9 states right now trying to bring back laws to go against people with disabilities? And all of them are conservative, all of them are red states. Why in the world would I ever go out with a man that is taking away my rights? Especially conservative men, a lot of them, they want it where only one vote per household, only the man votes. They want to take away the woman's right to speech. To me, that's free speech, being able to vote and put out my opinion and talk and speak. And with a lot of these conservative pastors, the crap and garbage and disgusting, just ugh, dribble that comes out of their mouths on their channels, I would never. And I know before I started dating Mr. Spider, I was at a point where, like, it was good research, but at the same time I'm like, why do I just keep getting so many awful conservatives? And so I had a game plan, because this year I was going to try to talk to liberal women, and or I was going to create an account as a guy and, like, put my account as liberal, and then look at liberal women and see what are they doing? How can I make sure that I get more liberal men? Because I know I was brought up in a very conservative church. I was brought up, like, in a very conservative household. So I know, like, and that's one reason why I'm the gray sheep. So you know what? I'm just going to be the gray sheep of the family. And that's why I'm going to be choosing my beauty. I'm going to be choosing what I wear. I'm going to get yelled at. I'm going to be a disappointment. Yeah, you can call me Mrs. Disappointment. That's going to be my name, basically. I don't care. It's like, it's my life and I want to live it and I'm going to live it. And I'm going to have so much fun doing it because, oh my gosh, for one, My supplies are on. Yes, you do not know how excited I am. And I am doing a very corny dance, but I don't care. But because, yeah, once I have these last finishing touches and I'm working on the labels and on like Adobe and everything, then I'm gonna start comparing because I think I found almost 10 different companies where I can get the labels printed. So yeah, I think like yeah, once I get those two things together, I still have like okay, I'm just gonna start with Etsy for now. And while because yeah, I still have to work on the website, but I have to start. I have to get things going. I have to get, and oh, also I need to finish up and get also on Adobe or Adobe or Canva. It's probably going to be Adobe, but the marketing material as well. So yeah, I still oh my gosh, yeah, I have so much to do, but but yeah, I'm working on all of this while doing the research and figuring out why do I keep ending up with these and I think it's one reason is since I was brought up conservatively, I oh my gosh, do I have a conservative look? I think my ex hinted at that. And oh, he said some things about his ex-wife too. Ah, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just because okay, now that I'm thinking about that, but I'm glad I never told him what my opinion was of, and that's another reason why m- maybe I should be happy and blessed because he wanted me to be really ugly. And because when I looked at his ex-wife, I was like, oh, you want me to look like that? You want me to resemble that? I knew that was never going to happen. I knew that was never going to happen because, yeah, because I kind of like once I looked at her and I saw what he wanted me to look like, I realized what his type is physically. And so yeah, I'm healing because, yes, that was the best relationship I've ever had. But is he perfect? No. Am I perfect? Heck no. I'm very far from perfect. But now that I see that, yeah, I he wanted me to look pretty ugly. Yeah, because even with Mister No Heart, like whenever I got attention in public with the way I looked, he would ignore me the entire day. But with Mr. Spider, he wanted me to do everything that that stopped getting nearly as much attention. Like when men would come up and be like, "Oh my gosh, you look ravishing. You look beautiful. Oh my gosh, oh look at you today." And oh, let me help you with that. Like men assisted me and helped me more when I was prettier. But Mr. Spider didn't want me to be pretty. Hmm. And I'm never gonna ask him because yeah. If he was too chicken to tell me why, he's a waste of time. So, and he's gonna find, yeah, he's gonna find better. Does it suck? Of course, but he's gonna find better. But I'm happy about that because if you've been listening to my episodes, that's going to piss off his ex wife even more. And dating him made me realize that yes, I need a liberal man and one that is not religious. That was like, and I think that's another reason why it was the most amazing because I could talk about aliens. I could talk about outer space because I love astrology. I love, and I think, and the sad part is, I think since he knew that I grew up in the church, I think he was nervous to bring up subjects with me. And so, but then I would encourage him, but then he would get nervous or he would be like, no, maybe not. I don't know. Like, he would always second guess himself. And I'm like, what are you doing? Okay. If I'm with you, I'm with you. That means I like you. I'm not going to waste my time and be around somebody I don't like. No. And now, since I know that that was the best relationship, if by absolute miracle, if I ever date again, it's going to be by another liberal. I am never, ever going to try to date anybody like political, apolitical, moderate. No, I knew I was right years ago, like, because Mr. No Hearts, like, he lied, like, he pretended, like a lot, and like a lot of these men have done, because they're like, oh yeah, baby, I'm liberal. Oh, look at my Patreon, because I just uploaded last week. There was this black guy who he put liberal in his Bumble account, but while we were talking, I'm like, no, you're conservative. Or I was like, well, okay, can you? Or I was like, be honest. What is your political stance? And he was like, yeah, I'm more political, or I'm more conservative. And I was like, so why do you have liberal in your account? And so then he tried to change the subject. I'm like, no, 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 no. Why do you have liberal in your account? And then he blocked me. And I've had some other conservative Republican MAGA men who they skip the question. And that's one reason why, if you skip the question in the dating app, I swipe left. I don't have time for games. And when I used to ask, oh, who did you vote for? Or what are your political opinions and stuff like that? Some of them would even call me stupid, or they would call me like a racist, because they're like, oh, so like if you're a Democrat, that means you're against the white man, blah 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 blah. I'm like, what? How stupid are you? How poorly educated? Like, what? Okay, what grade did you like stop at? Because you could not have graduated. And if you did graduate, I need to talk to your teachers, because they did a terrible job with you. And a lot of the conservative men, they brag that they haven't read a book since, some of them said, middle school. Yeah. Yeah. Some people are surprised by America's average reading level. I'm not. I'm not. And even though I had a terrible relationship with my mom, it was a blessing with how much she encouraged us to read. And I remember I was in like some twin study when I was really young. Fifth grade, I think it was, yeah, I was in the fifth grade, fourth or fifth grade. Actually, no, yeah, I think it was the fourth or fifth grade. And because I remember, oh, my third grade teacher, she kept having attitude with me or whatever. And like she was telling my mom, she never wants to read the story. She never wants to blah, blah, blah. But then when I did the whole study, whatever, in fourth or fifth grade, I had 11.5 reading level. And the doctor was just like, yeah, she's bored. That's why, because like it was at a point where, yeah, let's just say like a lot of things were happening, but then they realized, no, she's not, she doesn't read these stories because they're boring. Like, you need to give her something more stimulating. Yeah, yeah. And a lot of, like, I'm a sapiosexual, and so I need my men to be like my book, stimulating. A lot of these men don't know how to start a conversation, continue a conversation, or they only want to know, when are you going to come over to my house? When are you going to sleep with me? When are you going to meet with me? When can I put my hands on your body? When can I do this, or when can I do that? Or is your hair real? Or it's like, which one of your parents are white? These are the kind of questions I get, especially from conservative men. Or, oh, you don't have kids yet, but how many babies do you want? And it's like, how quickly you want them soon, right? Because if you do want, like, if we do date and marry, I want you pregnant as soon as possible. And I want at least 4 or 5. It's like, are you willing to have 4 or 5 kids with me? This is day one. Day one. This is how they're talking. This is what they say. Oh, and I'm going to be talking about this a lot more in few, because, like, yeah, the messages I am getting today, it's like, one, it reminds me of that Graham guy, but also it shows me like when people try to blame me for being single, babies. But then I thank God that I'm nothing like my ex's ex wife, of a monster, terrible, disgusting human being, in my opinion. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handy capable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.